away at it. It's popped up in the air, nudged forward, held in the zone, and now swooping in on the loose puck with speed. This is Spence. Malcolm Spence turns around the D, got turned around, and then the Canadian. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine what it's like when the forward turns the corner, spins the defense around, and he's breaking it all alone on you, and you know you got to hold your ground, and you might get rolled.
Well, speaking of physicality, even around the net,
yeah,
very interested to see how this all plays out because both teams are Team Canada. You don't expect to see too many big hits.
No, that was a beautiful one-touch to bring the puck into the zone. I think it was, checking to see, it was up the boards. Get it out of the zone first. Now a bouncing puck, tapped out of the zone. Now it's up ahead with the step, streaking and pinball flipper pad save made there by Ivan Kovic. Stymieing Hage. Best chance of the game for red. A little spinorama there for white. Nothing happens. Here's Hage again. Hage puts on the brakes. Looking. Toe drag to get away from Elick. Sends one out front. That one was intercepted. Danford shoves it up the wall out to center. Aitchison sends it in. Red tags up.
Michael Hage, such a special player, man. Such Chicago Steel.
Down low. They give it up. Walking in. Ran out of room. With it there, that was Martoni. A shot and a goal. That one managed to get by Ivan Kovic. Find the back of the net, but instead it's going to be Hage. Michael Hage lights the lamp. Game's first goal. Time of that goal, 16:20. I would believe that Martoni will get an assist on this one. There was the great chance in tight from Martoni. Well, actually it was before that. We'll get the official scoring summary here.
Yeah, just a great move here by Michael Hage. Like, a nice goal.
Yes.
Not the greatest defensive coverage, though, in front of the net. I'll say
no,
that.
Not at all. Well, they said Martone. I had a conversation with the boys ahead of time while they were going through their soccer workouts before the game. They said Martoni, whatever. I said, I'm Italian. It's Martoni. So Martoni gets the assist, and Boisvert will also pick up a helper on that one. Now here comes White. Trailing by one. They flow it right to the hash marks at 16:20. Off the draw. That one is backhanded in by Martoni. Smith will play it first. Chips that one around, then gets buried. Nisa is in there after it. Still time to mount a rush. Active stick work there by Martoni. Thwarted that one. Now it's brought in the zone, and Martoni has it. Whips a backhand to the far boards. That one is picked up by White. Off the face-off win. Muse played it to the outside, gets it back. Up top, he'll swing that one. Right circle, turning with it there. That was Coots. Sends it down low, gets it back. Coots on the rim of the circle. Send it to the middle, swing and a miss. A follow-up chance. They sent one out front. The redirect just went wide. That was a feed from Hage. Hage has it again, and at the side of the cage, banging it in for a power play goal was Merrick Vanacker. Goal.
Yeah, even just away from the points, Hage has been so noticeable all over the ice. And
yes, he has been. A very good game.
You see here, play to the middle of the ice, back door. Not much goal.
Not much of all he can do.
Nope. Another play I thought that stood out is Brick tip in front, but a good save by Vankovic.
There's a one-timer, went off the heel of the stick there. Muse whipped that one over to Hage. It's popped free. Trying to free some room now with it. The shot. That one never made its way on net. Protz gets that one and bang. Perhaps even after this power play. And like you said, nothing better than coming into the game. First thing you got to do is face a 5-on O'Brien. He was harassed, but managed to play that one over. They're looking for the back door for Spence. Instead, they go in the middle and it's a goal. Caused him to glance just away, and then the next thing you know, here's Parascak in the middle, right there.
I know they won't show it on the replay, but what a play by Jake O'Brien, first-round pick.
Yes, it was, right at the blue line.
To suck that D back in this game.
Absolutely. That has to be so frustrating when you've got the man advantage and you're just not able to get that entry that you want. I get it. Sometimes you have to dump the puck in, but on a puck, skating in alone.
Look at Hage.
Shot, save was made. Hage walks right in. Ravensburg stones him. Still a minute to go on the power play. They were looking for a tip out front. Now it's
all picked by the Seattle Kraken. 109 points last year. It's pretty impressive. You can see.
I knew I was seeing something with my eyes.
You should be an NHL scout. I think you
I
should.
don't think so. You know what? Goal scorers and fighters. There we go. Hage whips it across in the slot. Coots gave that up. Now Muse gets it with 13 to go. They work it down low. They swing it over. Somebody's got to shoot it at some point. Muse has it to the outside. Shallow angle shot. I think that Ravensburgen might have gotten a piece of that one. I just don't know how you score on a goalie that's 6 feet 4 inches tall. You got to get it moving side to side. I got you.
Shoot by the ear. Hopefully it squeaks in.
Yeah. From the butterfly, it's just crazy. He covers so much. 12 seconds here in the 5-on-5. Red with sustained zone time, and they swing it around from right to left, and they've got Evan Gardner between the pipes. And we are underway. So the third period will be 15 minutes long, and then we got a treat for you after that. At the end of regulation play, we're going to have, regardless of the score, we're having a 5-player shootout for both teams. And that was after I went on a diatribe about what I don't like about shootouts. So I'm a little bit sheepish about calling that one.
Well, I will say this. Like, there's been some kind of talk of their, reluctance to announce their roster, and obviously them showing up late, and that, so it's kind of a different feel here for Team Canada. But yeah, they're obviously really talented, and next year they should be loaded.
Absolutely. Now streaking into the attacking zone is Red, taking a shot.
What a block.
One was blocked. Danford cross-ice pass will be picked out of midair by Schaefer. Schaefer carries it in. Boy, was that close. Hage managed to stay onside. Barely. That one comes out to center. Flicked along the near side for Schaefer. Banks it up to Hage. Hage sends it outside the zone. Now they have to reset. They do. It's onside. Hard off of the near boards. Here's a chance for White to get it out, but Hage seals that one up and steals the puck from Wetch. Hage drops it back to Reed. Reed swings it over. Toe drag, shot. Save is made by Ravensburgen. And then he quickly pounces.
It was from the Team Canada. He was kind of digging in there on Ravensburger, and I was waiting for someone to maybe throw a punch or two.
There it is, right here.
Oh, what a play by Ravensburger. Looking over that screen,
Big
coming
check.
down. Yeah.
One of the few checks we've seen for you. Do you want to play American collegiate hockey, or do you want to play WHL, OHL?
Well, I think for a long time it used to be a battle of which was better, but I think college hockey, the step it's taken the last few years is it's developing so many NHL players that,
Did that go in?
Nope.
It was almost an own goal.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. It wouldn't be an own goal.
And I just think the age of the player, right? And obviously the goal of the major junior teams they want to produce draft picks, right? That's their model. It's developing young talent, putting up points, climbing the draft boards. But, with college hockey...
Now Reed swings it over. A shot and a goal. How about that one?
What a shot.
Assist the rush of McKenna along the far boards. McKenna had chipped it off the boards and was trying to beat him, trying to turn the corner on him. But Gill got in his way, did everything he could without picking up a penalty. And then the puck comes up. Game for all three players. Here's Carbonneau. Takes the shot
Smart
right up
shot.
front. Just
top and
quickly fires it.
Really easy to kind of fan out and set the power play. Right away gets a shot mentality. Lindstrom gets right between the hash marks and
got great
makes
position.
no mistake about it, right?
Lindstrom.
How good has he looked? Lindstrom.
Very good.
Yeah, Michigan State's got to be
Quick
licking their
stick.
chops, right?
McKenna with a burst, then lays it off. They get it back up top to Dickinson. 6-on-4. Red with an empty net. McKenna looks, gets it to the slot, a goal, power play goal, and it's Lind.
You got to think that those guys, in Columbus are licking their chops waiting for this guy to play in the NHL. What a shot.
How well was that set up?
Well, and we talk about that high bumper save, right? Yep. The goalie's so focused on the shot.
I like that. I like those odds. I like your odds. Here's Hage. Drifts in, circles, watched closely, keeps the puck in the zone. Sends it down low. After it there is Reshny. He's watched closely by McKenna. Reshny comes up with it. This could have been a 3-on-0. Instead, now we get it down to Muse. Muse to the back. Ravensburgen stones him.
McKenna.
Back the other way. Here comes McKenna. Hockey hair flowing in the breeze. He's in alone. He goes to the backhand. Just ran out of room. Check that. Here comes Dickinson. This is what 3-on-3 was meant to be. 2-on-1. Here's Hage. Swings it over, a one-timer.
What a save!
and Ravensburgen's
coming up in a few years. They got to be pretty excited.
Absolutely. Here's Wetch. 5-hole?
And just
surprised by it, too. 5-hole.